in the school, a very big cloud of smoke that came or emanated from a farm where I don't recall well, but there was some burning mefefes. Mefefes.
Yes.
Ekashileka. I normally follow. I normally follow rules.
Yes. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in case you're new here, you know how we do it. Please consider subscribing. And yes guys, today we have the youngest leader in East and Central Africa, and basically I believe he's the youngest leader in the world apparently. And yes guys, leo tuko naye hapa, tutaka tusikie kenye ako nayo katika gala lake. I don't know if unaelewa Kiswahili?
English
please. Kiswahili no. So what's your name?
My name is Martin Matthew, the current chair of Upcoming Leaders of Kenya. That is number one. Number two, I'm a student in Jomo Kenyatta, and also at the age of 18 years old, I'm actually the youngest upcoming leader, believing in God that someday, sometime, we shall lead this country. Thank you.
Wow. Guys, as you've heard, tuko wengi hapa amesema he's a young leader and he goes by the name Martin. He's a young, as you've heard, he's only 18 years old, guys. Now imagine 18 years old, and I believe he has a lot to share. So guys, Martin, now let us go straight to today's topic, to today's main agenda. Who is Martin?
As I have just said that Martin Matthew, this is a student in Jomo Kenyatta, an 18-year-old boy, or young man, sorry, not a boy, I'm a young man, and also the upcoming leaders of Kenya, the chair and the director. In this team, may I talk about it kidogo?
Which team?
ULK, upcoming leaders of Kenya. We'll come to that.
Yeah, you can continue.
So the upcoming leaders of Kenya, we are a youth team in Kenya. We formulated it in November last year. The youths in our country. Currently we are 55. God willing, we will beat the 2000 mark by the end of this year. And I myself have been leading the team towards innovation and even inspiring them towards a better country come to our generation. We have a future to hold. This is a wake-up call to all the youths, that if we do not stand up, we do not take this responsibility to stand firm to our decision-making processes, to stand firm to let go of vices that are driving us out of the good track towards our responsibilities as men in the society. Therefore, I made this team together with some other founder members, that is Kevin Kuria, Masharia, his schoolmates. We have Daniel Masharia, the vice chair, the same as schoolmates. It came up just like an idea that popped up in our minds. Then we explored outdoors, and we found mentors who are continuing mentoring us. Thank you.
That was so insightful. Yeah, and guys, tunaendelea vizuri kabisa, as you've heard from this young leader over here, Mr. Martin Matthew. Yes, so Mr. Martin, as you continue, what motivated you to pursue leadership? Yeah, leadership role at this stage, this young stage.
the desire to drive positive change. There's that desire to bring a change in a community, where you find a niche that currently the issue in our communities right now is drug abuse by young people or the youths. It's drug abuse. Therefore, there's the desire to bring change, the desire to bring to inspire youths towards a certain line. That is what motivated me. And the other motivating factor is our president, Dr. William Ruto. You understand, he's from a chicken seller to the hallowed presence of State House. We understand that his father was a nobody. He's somebody right now. This is what motivates me a lot and gives me immense what? Immense what? Immense what? This is what this is what gave me immense urge, an immense urge to venture in politics. And that is what I want to do. That in the next 10 to 15 years to come, that is 2042, 2047, thereabout.
How old will you be?
36 years or 38 there, I'll be eligible for presidential candidacy. Thank you.
What about us? Ni sawa. So like Mr. Martin, I have a question. Hakuna venye kidogo you can give our viewers kidogo Kiswahili hapa kule, narusha Kikuyu.
Okay.
You know kuna show kidogo. Yes. How do you actively sort opportunities? Yeah. Development.
Currently, when I'm a go-getter myself, when I see opportunities come, I beat them head on.
You beat them
head on. Nazikonga kuzigonga. I beat them head on.
For the Kikuyu.
Yeah. Dijihora kawe. Therefore, when opportunities come, I'm a go-getter myself by God's grace. And let me give an example of an opportunity that I had. I had an opportunity to have a connection with the county governor, Susan Kihika, but I have not reached out to her. I'm still in the process with the county secretary, and I also have some connection with the deputy president, Riggy G. So yes, there's kuna mipango chini ya maji ninaunda, tupatane na yeye kidogo, we discuss about the youths. This is a niche in our country, if you understand. There's a lot of space of responsibility and leadership in our country in the youth sector. If we do not look at the youths, tunapoteza nchi. We are the future. We are the future leaders tomorrow. We have future leaders in business, future leaders in politics, future leaders in where? In schools, future leaders in every corner in our lives. We are the future, the youths. If the government do not look down to us, we are losing a nation.
Now, yeah, that was so insightful. Guys, kwa wale walewi future leaders, kuna subtitles tutaweka Kikuyu, Kiswahili hapo. Now I want to ask you, can you share an example of a situation where you had to step up, to step up, to take on a leadership role unexpectedly, and how did you handle it? How did you handle that situation?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me remember of a scenario that is on 2017. I was in primary school, class 7 student, Our primary school, there's a cloud of smoke in the school. A very big cloud of smoke that came or emanated from a farm where I don't recall well, but there was some burning mefefes. Mefefes.
Yes.
Ekashineka. I normally follow. I normally follow rules. When you say I mix.
You mix. So there is a lot of online English here.
Yes,
But
yes.
outward move on.
So a lot of smoke, a cloud of smoke in the school. The head teacher thought that the school was on fire. I was a nobody in class 6. I was just a cabinet secretary of sports and culture in the school with no power. Therefore, what I did, I decided to announce to run to each and every class in the school, telling them that the school, the adjacent ground, the school is on fire, and the smoke is from that place. Therefore, I made sure that each and every student is in the field. I remember I reached a point where the smoke overwhelmed me, almost suffocating. You understand? Somebody big like me.
Yeah.
I was the same size in class 6. I've not changed. Almost suffocating. Therefore, after everyone is in the field, I felt proud. When God calls you, when God calls you in something, you have no way to run away. I guess this is a calling by God. I need to work on it. I need to work on it. Amen. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you Mr. Martin. Guys, I hope tuendelea poa kabisa. Yeah, Mr. Martin hapa has told us about mefefes. Now, how do you balance the need of guidance and mentorship with the desire to be independent in your leadership approach?
I balance guidance and mentoring in my leadership approach. I know I balance them in terms of I get advices from mentors. When I get those advices, I adapt them into my leadership qualities, therefore improving on my weakness as a leader. And this is what we are doing in Upcoming Leaders of Kenya. We are training other youths to have we are training other youths in terms of their roles in the community. Yes.
It was insightful. Yeah, tunaendelea poa kabisa guys. Yes. So let me ask you a question. Yeah, it's a rough question kidogo. How do you since you are in Form 4, right, at Jomo Kenyatta, if I'm not wrong, yeah, how do you handle ladies?
First of all, I'm a man of principles. I have strict principles that I must follow to the latter. Therefore, I don't believe in high school love. Inakuanga jokes, in jokes, tuongee kweli. Inakuanga jokes, tunapimana. For me, how I take ladies is that as friends, not when I meet with them, I desire to make friends with them, not that love issue. It's not all about love each and every time. Love.
And you know, it is very hard. Ni ngumu sana kwa dealing with somebody with so much principle. And I have a question, huh? Like, how do you approach, like what is your approach when you're working with a team, yeah, with more people with more seniority and experience than you. What is your approach when you're working with such people or such a team?
First of all, thank you for that question. I was expecting it.
Are you a wizard?
So my approach to experienced teams like mine is in humility.
No, I've asked, what is your approach? Yes, or how do you approach working with team that have more experience or seniority compared to you?
That's the question now. I approach them in humility and respect, so that they may mentor me. They have experience, right? So when they have experience, they can mentor me. In seniority. Yes. They mentor me.
Yes. So they are senior than you.
They are senior than me.
Yes.
So I approach them in humility and respect, so that I may adapt to their mentorship. What they tell me, they are experienced and they are yeah. So it is in humility and respect. That's all.
What about don't you look on the set of goals they have, or the common thing that you guys are working towards? Yeah.
So I've said I normally approach them in humility and in respect. Those are two good aspects to deal in life. So number one, I normally look at their goals and objectives. If they're in line with mine, then I shall take up to their tasks and work with them properly. Because if you have the same goal with somebody, you should work with him, not to compete. You have the same goal. My goal as a leader and with my team is to change how the youths think, to change how things are in our country in terms of the youths, their lifestyle. If somebody's objectives are in line with mine, therefore I have no other business to show some side what? Side?
Just put Kirea.
Side Kirea.
You understand?
I guess you get me.
I'll tell them.
Unanichikanicha. I guess they're getting me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry. No, yeah, well said. Viewers, I hope tunapelekana moja kwa moja. I told you tunapeleka moja kwa moja hadi kwenye any state house, Ikulu. Yeah, young leader. Yeah. So, yeah, like I want you to discuss a time when you faced adversity or failure in leadership position. Yeah. And how did you learn and grow from the experience?
First of all, I said I'm a go-getter. When I see a space in leadership, I normally hit it on head. I normally fix to the niche. When I see space in leadership, I normally fit in very fast. Therefore, there's no scenario that I have ever been in and my classmates, my schoolmates, the teachers can testify with my words. When I see a niche, I fix in and fit into it. They are on head on. I have a head-on policy in my principles. Therefore, from the size of my head, you can tell.
That's nice. So, bado tunaendelea poa viewers. I already told viewers wengine na we are live, tunaona na watu wengi. Hiyo ingine ni gani? Sijui lugha nyingine mimi, I don't know. But anyway, we are good. So how do you stay updated on current industry trends and developments to ensure your leadership is relevant and effective?
So I own handles You can get me in Instagram, Martin Matthew, and the same in Facebook, Martin Matthew. I don't own other TikToks and other. I'm an official man. So from the handles, I normally read out people's views in terms of lifestyle. In our team, we have a communication and media director who always tells me on the current issues, on the current burning issues in our country. Therefore, I'm updated. Like right now, you can ask me any question that is trending and I can answer.
Tunaona director pale anasema we should wind up, yes, kwa sababu Ikulu lazima kuna masaa, si ndio, ama namna gani? So like on our final question, tell us about your long-term goals and aspirations as a leader, and how do you plan to achieve them? Because I've heard that you have big plans, as I can see, and as I've heard from you, and I've seen like you man of principles, ambitious and all that. So like I would like you to tell my viewers, tell the world your long-term goal and aspirations and how you plan, not your plan to achieving them in terms of youth development, in terms of changing the youth leadership in Kenya, in East Africa, in Africa and the whole world. Like, tell us in brief.
So my long-term goal is to be a transformative leader who in any situation he faces, he transforms the situation and changes things. He can turn tables, being a game changer in a community. So my long-term goal, I've said, to be a transformative leader, to provide an inclusive, innovative environment for my team to work in. To do this, I shall pursue higher education. That is number one. Number two, I shall network a number of mentors. Number one, maybe Patrick Lumumba. I hear he's a constitutional lawyer and is learned. Number two, you can face Julius Malema of South Africa. You can face the president himself, so that we may unify Africa together. Now, my long-term goal, I have said, is to become a transformative leader, and I aspire to build an inclusive, innovative, and a conducive environment for my team to work in, so that we may transform the whole situation in our country in terms of the youth affairs. I'm standing into that position, leadership position. That is my goal, to foster unity in our country. Amen.
Yeah, like Mr. Martin, we thank you for your time. It's been a very nice, inspiring interview we've really had with you, and we look forward to having you inviting us again. Yeah, and because it's so inspiring to see like young people, hata ni mdogo kuniliko jamini, viewers, he's so young and he's so ambitious. Inspiration is an inspiration to the youths at an age that you're 18, at an early age, as low as 18 years. But umesikia hizo brains ako nazo. Je, jiulize huko hapo nje unanitazama. Je, wewe lini unaweza fanya? Unaweza niita katika jumba lako. Unaweza. Anyway, so siwete utupatie hata nini moja. Si tupatie hata maneno ya mwisho. Lakini hata kikombe ya chai, usitunyime kikombe ya chai.
I wanted to give you one, but next time I'll provide. Not now. I'm not financially stable. I'm still under the wings of parents. So my last words is my name is Martin Matthew. the current leader in the upcoming leaders of Kenya, the current founder. You can follow us in Instagram, upcoming leaders of Kenya, in Facebook, upcoming leaders of Kenya, and as an individual you can follow me as Martin Matthew in IG and Martin Matthew in Facebook, so that we may work together to transform our lives. So in the last let me leave you with a quote that was given with the director, Love in the Future Foundation. His name is Hillary. He told me this quote, and I find it relevant with our situation here at hand. That Robert Mugabe once said that you should respect your towel. Today you wipe it, you wipe your buttocks using it. Tomorrow you use it to wipe up your face. Therefore you should not take others in a wrong way. You should not follow, you should not use, or you should not use members. Yes. Yes. You should not take people for granted in their acts, responsibilities, and sometime they might be there to help you. That is the wiping up your face. Thank you. May God bless you. Asanteni sana.
Subscribe to Kurikel. Jameni.
Subscribe to Kurikel Entertainment. Ideas of Churches.
Yes. Bye.